anxiety. Of course, a lot
What's the reaction been to that?
it only deepens the sense of pain here that, for 15 or 16 months, their loved ones have been held by a group that they call terrorists, that they abhor, and yet then they see such a stage-managed propaganda show that Israel's pain becomes Hamas's propaganda, designed to show the rest of the world that Hamas still exists. But it is something that really rubs salt into the wound of many Israelis.
Ofer prison in the occupied West Bank, which is one of the prisons from which Israel is about to release 602 Palestinians who've been held. Well, earlier in Gaza, a total of 6 Israeli hostages were released. First, in Rafah, 2 hostages, Tal Shoham and Avera Mengistu, were passed to the Red Cross in a ceremony before they were driven away. They were then handed over to the Israeli military. Then there was another release to the Red Cross, this time in Nuseirat. Aliyah Cohen and Omer Shemtov and Omer Venkat, also now in the hands of the Israeli military. Well, the final hostage released today is Hisham El-Sayed, with Israeli media saying in the past few minutes that he was handed over without a public ceremony in Gaza City. It comes after Israel said a body returned by Hamas earlier in the week was not that of Shiri Bibas, as they had claimed. Her family has since said a new body handed over by of more than 600 Palestinians who've been detained by the Israelis. That's happening in the next few minutes, is it?
We're expecting it to come certainly within the next few hours, yes. I mean, it's been slightly delayed today compared to some of the previous hostage handovers that we've seen in the past few weeks, because it's been a more elaborate kind of choreography that Hamas has had in the release of its hostages in 3 separate locations, as you were describing. So the 2, first of all, in Rafah in the south, then 3 in the center in Al-Nuseirat, and then 1 who was released privately, Hisham Al-Sayed, in Gaza City. So that has meant that the release of the Palestinian prisoners has been perhaps a bit later than we would have expected. As you say, more than 602 Palestinian prisoners are due to be released. That's the largest number in one go that have been released during this first phase of a ceasefire deal. I think that's partly down to the fact that no Palestinian prisoners were released on Thursday, when the first dead hostages were handed back to Israel. I think that was perhaps asked for by Israel, that they didn't want to have the prisoners released on that particular day, when Israel was facing, I think, the most kind of grief-stricken moment they had so far. No joy in that, because the hostages were not returning alive. It's been different today in Hostage Square. Again, we've seen those faces of family members and of many members of the Israeli public, despite the rain, despite the cold, smiling, screaming, crying when they see the hostages appear, even if Israelis themselves have huge distaste and feel great anger about the way that Hamas has staged these events. They regard what Hamas is doing as a charade, essentially, a propaganda stunt. And as we're saying, I mean, this is not actually the absolute end of the first phase. We still are expecting 4 more hostages who died in captivity to be handed back to Israel in the coming week. The first phase is due to end in a week's time, when 33 hostages, both alive and dead, will have been returned to Israel, and almost 2,000 Palestinian prisoners will have been released.
Yeah, so we're in the last phase of the first stage, as it were, to be precise, aren't we, Sebastian?
Yes, and the concern is what happens now. I mean, there have been moments during this phase when it looked like it would fall apart, several moments. There have been disputes both from Israeli side and from the Hamas side, where they have essentially looked as if they weren't going to continue with the deal as scheduled. There were moments when it looked as if there might be a resumption of fighting. We have got to hear the Israelis, the Palestinians have reached this stage that has built up some momentum, perhaps some greater trust and confidence, but I think that's probably very scant between the two sides. But what hasn't happened is the negotiations for phase 2, which were meant to begin just 16 days after the ceasefire began, haven't started. The Israeli government, the foreign minister was saying just a few days ago that they would start this week. We haven't yet seen any sign of that. The mediators, Qatar, Egypt, the US, are all waiting to hear from Israel and Hamas what their goals are, what their aims are, what their negotiating positions are for phase 2, in which all the remaining Israeli hostages, alive or dead, are due to be released, and Israeli troops are due to withdraw fully from Gaza. And there is a hope that there will be a permanent end to the ceasefire, a permanent end to the fighting in Gaza, which would then lead on to a phase 3 in which the future of Gaza, how it gets rebuilt, how it's governed in the future, can begin to be assembled, can begin to give some hope to the Palestinians there and a greater sense of security to people in Israel. That to some extent has been thrown into more uncertainty by the vision that President Trump presented of the future of Gaza, which would be the Palestinians would leave Gaza while the rebuilding went on, and they might not be able to return. And what would be rebuilt, according to him, would be essentially a tourist resort to which everyone in the world could go. That's been roundly rejected by Palestinians. It's been rejected by Arab states. It certainly spurred those Arab states, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, Egypt, Jordan, to try and come up with an alternative. There was a meeting which took place in Saudi Arabia on Friday. There's due to be a much bigger Arab summit in just over a week, at which this proposal will be given flesh, will be made concrete. But the outline of it, we essentially know, is that Palestinians would stay in Gaza while it's rebuilt, that the rebuilding the hope would be that it would be within 3 to 5 years, and that the governance of the Palestinians, to begin with at least, would be technocrats, people who don't have previous involvement with Hamas, perhaps not even with the Palestinian Authority. All of that at the moment is not entirely clear. And in the end, what the Arab states are saying is that there must be a return to the two-state resolution of the conflict between the Israelis and the Palestinians. That
Boo, boo, boo. Okay, you can stop saying that. But also, welcome to DBC News. Since we are off air due to a propositions that we switch it, but now I'm gonna stop showing the screen, so we're going back on it. So yep, I know, but the reason is, oh my god, you got songs and girlsy. But let's talk the news today with me and the Connie also. So yep, he joined it. Okay, if you can stop showing your camera, PLZ. This is our news, not a silly stream. But also, I'm working still on it. Okay, so I'm asking it. 6 hostages handed over to Red Cross by Hamas. Israel military said Israel is due to 306 hostages. Yep, that's right. If you notice in the guise of war, it's trying to do it, so I'm still working more. But while this, I'm going to bring you in it. So he's got to talk right now. And I don't know what is this silly guy doing here because this isn't. Problem with the problem with the mic. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of silly. But also, I don't know who is this user, but I don't care. Okay, if you know, you can do that. But if you notice, if you can stop sharing camera over, I'm removing you to talk the news today. This isn't the news. So, this is the news today. And I decided due to prohibitions that this isn't a silly stream. This is DBC News Live. No, you do not care. I'm just a prohibition. Also, the stream was off air due to prohibitions. The Broadcom server they're too lazy to make because I edited it so up. So this is the news today. So we're going back. So we'll be go off air just a minute, and then we can go on it. So yep. We'll be right back. So, yep, kinda. Picked it around suffer, so I'm going to pick back. And also, the programs are now on air due to petitions that I need to finish the news first. Was it? We'll bring you DBC News at 9. Just a minute. Why you have to? I will. What are you doing right now?
Show you
How's
incredible
the
things.
copyright in music? So he does not care what. And you can
That
stop
pace.
playing. I'm going to ban you right now, so you did not been good on it. If you do once again, I'm playing copyrighted music. Here, you have now one strike for you for not behaving. You know, this isn't a silly stream of what else. This is a live from news.
Visit for Irish politicians is seen as key to relations between Ireland and the US.
Apologize, but I have now. This is also if you do one more again, I'm going to ban you. You now have strike for not being good. Isn't a silly stream. This is a news channel. Now, just stop talking and being silly, right? Please. This is a news channel, not silly.
Has completed the takeover of Go with stream platform being branded as GAA Plus.
Yeah, it's kinda. But the thing is, you have to do this right now. But the thing, it's notice. Also, we off the air due to ambition on it. So yep, we're taking off the air right now. So this is only on audio only for you who are trying to watch it. But also, this is DBC News and audio only. So yep, this is. Just wait a minute.
Quarters of Bordeaux as ultra natural sweeper party services trying to storm building of a European
Yep.
Union mission protest against country plans to W next year.
Yep, but that's right how that works before on it. So yep.
Look at this. June Gaddy on front to FM here she's going back to FM here in Ireland.
Yep, I know it's this. Be kinda.
Daft Punk.
So if you do want to be silly, just move your microphone first.
Then
People don't being silly in this stream.
yeah.
But yeah, if you do want to be silly, turn off your mic first. So yep. I should play you music. So yep, while you wait, we're going to play a music. This is BBC News and audio only. So yep, we're just on a mission. Yep.
2 weeks. Got some
But
more
yeah.
news.
If you know, yep, more news on it, but this is only on the audio. So yep, still
It's
working on.
some new studio. His cash machine. But the Dancing with the Stars and Art Teacher Center,
Okay,
they will
this
do
what
that
I told you.
new
This isn't silly.
in school and turn to our parents for help and support.
If you say that again, this isn't silly.
Monday with her new drive time show, but she also opened about rough time with when she was a teenager. Speaking to host Patrick Kitty, I was in secondary school one time, and at time, but there was big teen, and I think it comes from a being teenager. So sometimes you find out and you're not having to analyze designs, but I'll just do normal news for now. Here
Yep,
in Ireland,
this yep.
winds
This headlines this
now
morning.
number of statues yellow warnings for wind and rain have been issued. Met Ellen said the statues yellow wind and rain won't for months. Carlo Kilkenny, Wexford, Wicklow, Donegal, Galway, Leitrim, Mayo, Sligo. It said very strong and gusty southerly winds together with heavy rain could lead to cold conditions. Localized flooding
Yep, but if they kind of have to do this in it, having some
will
issues
be
with it.
3 p.m. tomorrow. A statue warning would be for winter will be on
Okay,
opposition
so
time.
yeah. Just I wanted to interrupt that, so we're going to commercial break. We'll be right back in a minute.
This strong gusty south winds may lead for tram conditions, pine trees,
Yeah,
trees.
yeah. We'll be right back after this commercial. Yep.
No, no. Yes,
And also,
yeah,
can I just also you can.
um,
I'm sorry about that. It has collected wrong, but also we'll be right back after this commercial break. So we'll be just in a minute.
We follow pizza drivers and make sure the customers get a Pepsi.
Is that legal?
It's a gray area.
That's the perfect combo.
Got the early flight. See you there.
Finally beating your siblings to the good room on family vacation. That's what the world's biggest airline can do for you, baby bro.
I'm 26.
Don't freak out, but you can get 50% off all menu price Domino's pizzas when you order online right now. Right now?
Right now.
Right now?
Right now? Right now.
50% off, honey! Right now!
Now through the end of the week, get 50% off all menu price pizzas when you order online at Domino's.
Welcome back. This is DBC News, but in the audio, we're back. We're at breaks.
We'll talk about latest news coming now, and let's start now with some life.
Let's do it right now. So yep.
Yeah. Several thousand protesters of burglars, ultra-Nazis without party substitute police trying to storm building of the EU mission during protests against the country's plans to adopt the euro next year.
Wait, really?
Leads the nation and no to euro.
Wait. Before you can talk, did they really steal today?
At Cato so far, sitting in the front door on fire before police pushed it away when 10 people have mind use my 6 minutes detained to me after the protest.
Yep, he stole all dollars in Europe, but how he noticed he get in a bank and he stole all dollars in other countries.
All right, it's time to go to do next on DBC News. It's the news every hour on the hour. It's time to bring you the headlines. Then we're going to go to business talk.
I think I'm not still done yet. Still working.
We're going to go to a lifestyle show. We're going to do a click show on the way. We're going to do something different next. We're going to do more choice on BBC News.
Yep, but first we need to I need to finish before we can go on air.
What will be after that?
Yeah, I'm still not done, but I'm going to do it right now. Continue talking news if you want.
I'm just... Palestinian prisoner release delayed due to assaults. So that Sky News says
What?
we're still release of some 6,000 Palestinian hostages by Israel.
Yeah, kind of on that.
Today, then now claim from the office that for Hamas prisoners and that there has been blatant release for rockets assaulted them.
Yeah, kind of on it. But the first thing is I have to notice that he stole all European dollars that you have already said. Kinda he stole it right now. Maybe in real life. And also he noticed he stole European dollars on it, so yep.
Can you talk about the heirs of the airlines?
I can only talk I can only talk when I'm done. So you can continue talking news if you want. Kind of the headlines this in it. It'll be just here in a minute while I'm done. So yep, I'm still working on it to done on it. Well, that will be going on the air just a minute. Think you get some.
Can you actually go to the Ponyati News channel, the RTE News channel?
But I don't have it because I uploaded 100 videos, but I got to do it. Well done, news. It's time for Brain Show instead. Apologize if it's a loop. So yep. Welcome to the Brain Show. Yep. Welcome to the Brain Show. We're going to talk maybe something for the cool in adventures, but yep, it's kind of ambition on it.
And politics.
And yep, kind of on it's a kind of ambition. So yep, it'll be just an ambition on it. But it's time to talk with the summer stay in it. On.
But Erwin.
Yeah, promise.
Look, do I want to nothing? It's now greeted.
Kind, but it was a patient, so yep. Still, I will be the what? Why really?
That's met
There
everyone.
is. Wait,
Sasha,
let me read first. Stavros Yavo went and writing warning for Cavill, Candy, Venex, Urko, Mosto, Dano, Gavway, Mendo, Slow. Yo, this is very warning for that. They can be very strong on it, so So yep, kind of for that. Oh yep. Oh yep, not a joke. Uh, do you got some problems with the camera? Oh frick, no. This will kinda happen to weather. Also apologize for the camera problem. So yep, it's a profession on it, so yep. First thing it'll be just fine on it. So yep, it'll be just in a minute. It's kinda I'm officially a bandit on this. So yep. I'm going. So it'll be just fine. So yep. No.
She was
Okay. Apologize. Got a voice problem with him. But first, we did it. We now join DBC News at 9. So yeah, thanks for watching. Brain Show. Finish. Hello, we're here again. So yeah, this is DBC News. 6 causes head over to Red Cross by Hamas Caesar Metale says Israel's duty free and 6 hostages. Trump fires the top US General Theo Brown in checkup airport. Chance intercepts new password that he heard it May. 7 new 7s cantons Star is suspended. A Rust in space. But also we're going to him. So yeah. We're live on it. So yep.
Hamas claim 600 should be released today. Sky News had an update. See earlier today post from the Palestinian satire. One has also changed members, but this is about release today. It claims that the 6,000 prisoners to be free to take 6 are made of. Yeah, 445 Western Gaza to 7th of October, 43 from the West Bank and Jerusalem, 11 Western Gaza before 7th of October, 97 deportees, and 24 women and children in Gaza. There'll be 7 prisoners released parties for negotiations.
And also, we'll be talking on the weather day. It'll be 6 here on the niche, and then so this is DBC News on it. So yeah, we're here with the news studio.
A white and largely dry day with good spells of sun and some
DBC News
high
live from it.
temperature breeze and light to moderate
So, yep.
southwest winds.
We're
Tonight,
going on
Hill Island mainly dry and clear to start tonight. Rain will spread from west overnight during the east and west by morning. Wind heavy and south, windy with south winds going to reach and for some coast. Highs low temperatures 5 to 8 degrees. And tomorrow Sunday.
Yeah, it is a Picana on it. So we're here in it. So 6 hostages handed over to Red Cross by Human Services Medicine. Also, can you tell how is it in Picana in it? How is there's reports on it in Gaza? Apologize for that. He will talk shortly. So he talk in the Revision War on Gaza. So yep.
What are you talking about?
I was talking about to ask 6 hostages handed over to Red Cross by Human Services Medicine. Can you tell how is it? How injuries were mentioned on Gaza?
Irving Oil Boys connection over Whitegate Farm oil spill. Irving Oil, the Camden owner and operator of Ireland's only operative ever escaping cover, has a Boyd's connection to Scott's domination to an oil spill that occurred on 22nd of January 2024. Ivan Oil was prosecuted by Ethiopia for allegedly licensing cameras onto the Image Project Act 1992, secret acting physical to give evidence. Mr. Todd Court on 2nd January 2025 in the countries of hydrocarbons from the Whitegate by the way.
Also, there's some more news, but how you can tell it's Trump's fires WS generated seal run and shake up at Ponytown. So I said it in here. So yeah, can you tell how the Trump fires WS in it? Can you tell Trump's fires WS on it? So yep. This is the news on it. So yep, it'll be just okay on it.
Now on DBC News, it's time to talk about famous people with Taylor Swift in DBC biography.
Okay, so but it's not done.
Night, night, sleep tight, you everyone. It's 3 o'clock Irish time, 3 Irish time, and coming up.
Yep, I know. Who's cutting it? He's the news on it. So yep. So let's talk about the news on it. I know. Join back so we gotta talk the news more. So yeah, we're gonna talk the news today. And sorry for the break. My dad has clicked at me. Now we can talk on it. So yeah, transfer WS could generate a KO Braun and check up at Polygon. So yeah. If you can stop saying Spanish, please. Which game should I play on PS5? I don't know. Maybe get the 8. So yeah. So yep, we're going to talk these headlines. China after sets new password list her has made. So yep, kinda on this it is kinda. But 7 new Islam's catches trunk edited and suspended. Agent space agent remains space. Now we're going to talk about weather forecast. Initially, it's just sunny with 6 and it's 7. It was just some fun on it. So yep, it's kind of this fake, but it's just 7 in height and 1 in feet. So yeah, that's all the news today. So yep, in it. So yeah, we're going to do another program on it. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is for the news today. So yep, thanks for watching this DBC News.